Hello, everyone. It is me, and I am hopeful that you're able to hear me. Hi, Sandy. Thank you. Yes, it is definitely my birthday, so I was going to do this earlier today, but I wanted to just kind of take a bath and unwind a little bit, just relax. so, um, I did a couple of things today. So now I'm here, and I wanted to talk to you guys today. I know that there's so much going on, and everyone's kind of talking about what happened with Wade Robson and James Safechuck today. So I just wanted to kind of give my 2 cents on it. I've watched a couple of different videos that people have done on it. I've seen a couple of live videos. I've read the articles and myself. I just kind of took a bath on it and reflected on everything that happened that I saw. Yeah, it's definitely a tough day because you think, for myself, I was not a fan back in 2005. I wasn't, a part of the fan base, so I really didn't personally experience the torment of, hearing Michael be accused of something that he didn't do. So it's kind of hard to now be in the position to hear people talking about that and to, know that these guys got a standing ovation for their quote unquote bravery. um, it's very disheartening. This hasn't even been released to the public yet. No one has seen it, on HBO or in the UK. So this hasn't even been released publicly yet. So that's kind of disturbing to me that these guys got a standing ovation. I don't know if I guess TMZ apparently had a person there that got a chance to see it. And it looks like, based on what they said, there was just very graphic detail in the movie, and they had some kind of recordings of Michael and love notes from him. So I'm not really sure what that proves. I mean, anyone can sound like Michael, first of all. I mean, a lot of people can sound like him. And secondly, if, a voice message can be misconstrued for sure. A love note, I mean, Michael just wrote notes to people that he admired anyway. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not really sure that I'm going to be able to stomach sitting through even watching this documentary, but I guess in order to be able to properly defend him, obviously I'm going to look at it when it comes out, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it because I'm really upset about this whole thing. It's just really, it's sad. It's allowed to happen. Michael obviously cannot defend himself, but now is the time to defend himself if he can. So I really don't, my opinion on the documentaries and what these guys are saying, obviously it's just the same, obvious. I feel like just watching their body language, they're lying. There were things that I didn't know previously about. I really wasn't sure what Wade's motive was behind what he was doing. I really didn't know. And then I saw this riveting video that someone had made that kind of exposed him. And I didn't know about the whole MJ1 thing, how he, was telling everyone that he got hired for it and then he didn't get hired for it. So I guess obviously with him, there's just clearly motive. Yeah, so it's clearly just a cash grab, but I mean, I'm not really sure how they can get money off of this at this point. It's just really messed up. And then I saw that apparently in the documentary they mentioned Macaulay Culkin, which is crazy because he is steadfast, said he didn't touch me. So I don't really know. Like I said, I'll have to see it when it comes out. But it's very disgusting. So I kind of wanted to come on here because I see people saying certain things, and I just kind of want to give my opinion on all of this. I never have a traditional opinion on things that happen with Michael. Today's my 35th birthday, and I started doing all of this stuff when I was 25. So it's literally been almost 10 years since I really spent time trying to really study him and understand him. And it's just my opinion on this whole thing is just that I do believe, I am a believer, obviously my video, or my channel, I'm sorry, I'm I had a really relaxing bath, so I'm just really chill right now. Thank you, Milagros. So obviously, I believe, I'm a believer, and I believe that Michael is still alive. So I definitely believe that Wade was someone that was incredibly close to Michael. Wade was actually wrote an entry in Michael's opus And it was a beautiful entry that he made in the Opus. And he was very, very, very close to Michael. He was singing Michael's praises, I mean, up until a couple of years ago. So I do believe that Wade is aware that Michael is alive. I think he's known that. I believe with Wade, um, there is a blowout. I think that a lot of this shit started with the whole Sony thing that happened a couple of years ago. But I think Wade getting okay, so there's a history that I know about, that I have heard from a family member, that Wade actually dated one of Ruby's daughters. This is a fact, and he actually got like really obsessed with her, and they broke it off. And I guess kind of the first strike when that happened was Michael, had told him, like, just leave it alone, like stay away from it. So that kind of pissed him off. But I do know that even after this happened, they were still close as friends. And I do believe this is just a fallout from him not getting the part that he wanted. So it's just a couple. It's kind of like it's a combination of a money grab and just like a vendetta. And then this James guy, he's just kind of there to corroborate Wade's story. I mean, it's all bullshit. I mean, we know Michael didn't do anything to these boys, these guys. We know it's a lie. You can't go under oath and say that someone didn't do anything to you, and then suddenly you remember. Like, anyone who's ever been sexually abused, like, knows, like, you wouldn't, even if you didn't say anything, you would never go out of your way to protect your your abuser. You would never, like, even if you just didn't say anything, even if you were mute and you didn't have a comment. To me, it's like Lisa Bonet. I feel like Lisa Bonet, like, had a bad experience with Bill Cosby, but I feel like she just kind of is not saying anything really. But I don't think she wants to, like, be thrust into it. I feel like if you're actually a victim of an abuse, which I can speak from personal experience, you're not going to go out of your way to purposely try to defend your abuser, like go out of your way to do it. So these guys are just full of it. It's absolutely bogus. But there are a couple of things I wanted to kind of address, because I see people saying certain things, and I'm always going to have an opinion on things. One of the things that I keep seeing people say, like on Instagram and Facebook, is that Michael's kids need to come forward. Michael's kids need to do this. Michael's kids need to do that. So I want to kind of address that. First of all, when these first accusations happened, Michael's children were the first accusations happened before they were even born. The second accusations happened, they were very little. During the trial, Michael's kids were very small. I am sure that they are privy to information concerning those case files and like what happened. They know their dad's innocent, obviously. Michael's kids were very young when all this stuff happened. They had nothing to do with it. As far as right now, I just see people kind of making insensitive comments about his kids in particular, like, they need to come out and defend him. They need to do this. They need to do that. Well, first of all, from a believer standpoint, I believe that Michael is very much alive. I do not believe Michael wants his children involved with this. You guys have to understand something, that if they cannot get to Michael, the next best thing is his children. If one of those kids goes on to social media and says, Wade Robson's a liar, my dad never touched it. If they say something like that, do you guys understand that, like, they are subject to getting sued? They are subject to lawsuit. They're not children, they're adults. They are subject to getting sued. They're subject to a lot of things that maybe Taj or TJ can say. Prince, Paris, well, Blanket's still a minor. Prince and Paris cannot say these things, guys. So be very careful what you're saying. Don't make assumptions that Michael's kids, like, just don't care, or they're just not saying anything. Those kids are the next best thing that can be affected, and they are. Trust and believe that it does affect them. I believe that Paris knew about this accusation a long time ago. Because she has a lot of friends in the industry, the film industry. I think she got privy to it, and I think it kind of. I'm not saying what the media outlets are saying about her, are true about having a breakdown. I just think that she knew that something was coming, and I think that's why she fell back. I think it very much affects her. I think it's a lot, but I think Paris knows a lot of people in the movie industry, and I think that she knew about it. And I think that it kind of, put her in a space. And I know that, there's stuff going on with Catherine too. So just don't make assumptions. Don't just assume. People say, why did his kids, like, pay for the documentary? You guys have to understand, like they are an extension of him. They have to tread very lightly. Um, if, even if the state funds this documentary that Taj is doing, like, that can blow up in their face. Like, people say, "Well, you shouldn't care." Well, they should care. Michael's kids are his kids, and I know they defend his honor, but they have their lives too. They have their lives too, and I'm certain that if he's alive, which I'm pretty sure he is, Michael does not want his kids involved with this. So, don't tweet them, don't go to their Instagrams, like, saying insensitive things. Don't do that because you don't know how it affects them. And I'm not saying that they can't say anything, but maybe they've been advised not to for legal reasons. They can come after those kids, guys. Those kids are multimillionaires. They're heirs to Michael's, like, fortune. If those kids say something like those guys are lying, do you understand that they could, like, they can, oh my god, they can come for those kids, and you just don't it's just be careful. Don't make assumptions about things. Michael's family can stand up for Michael and defend him, and I've seen people defend Michael. I've seen his brothers defend him. I've seen them cry for him. But there's only, it's come down to, like, people are gonna believe what they wanna believe. These guys don't have evidence of Michael doing anything. So if people cannot use critical thinking skills, that's their problem. Like, people are gonna think people I've argued with people for 10 years that Michael's not a child molester, with no people coming forward saying anything. People are gonna believe what they wanna think. It's really up to Michael to kind of, v vindicate himself. I mean, it's true. It's up to him to kind of God, I wanna be very careful with my words right now. Um, it's just really it's not up to, his fans, like, you guys people I've seen people, like, literally say, "Why can't his kids just pay for this documentary?" Well, I mean, why can't his fans just pay for this documentary? Michael gave his fans a lot. Michael's fans have no problem spending millions of dollars on his CDs and his T-shirts and his stuff and going to his shows. Why can't Michael's estate has made almost like $1 billion since his quote unquote death. Why can't Michael's fans fund a film? Why can't they come up with $750,000 more dollars to film for a documentary? Why can't they do it? You know? Why can't his fans do it? Why do his kids have to pay for that? You know, this is just, I mean, it might not be a popular opinion and it might piss people off, but um, just be cautious of what you're saying or what you're accusing people of because you don't know. I really don't think that Michael wants his kids involved in this. I really don't think he wants them. I think, but I really believe it. I love it too. I love it too. Wade Robson said something today that I don't know, guys. I'm like a I'm just so I'm like weird about how I don't know. I've had a weird feeling about all of this. And I don't really know how it's gonna pan out, but he said something today. He was coming or he was leaving. I think he was coming to the airport and he had just landed and they asked him like, do you believe in like a mute like a mute Michael Jackson moment like R. Kelly? And he said, no, this isn't about Michael. This is not about Michael at all. This is about more than Michael. I thought that was a very weird statement to make. I mean, this is someone who is you said in the documentary that Michael had anal sex with you. Like this was in the article. They said that these guys accused him of having anal sex with them, which is like it's horrendous. You know what I mean? How could you say that it's not about Michael? Like it's not about him. This isn't about Michael. This is so much more than Michael. It's weird. I don't really know what's going on. I have a really weird feeling about the entire thing. Um, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, they have tapes. They said they have tapes. Um, that's just a strange comment to make. Like it's not about Michael. Even when he was on, like, if you guys watched the question and answer session of it, uh, he didn't like he. It was weird. Like he wasn't really talk. It was like he removed himself. Like it wasn't. He didn't even say like Michael's name. It was just really strange. I don't really know what's going on with this whole entire thing. But I know that these guys 100%, they lied under oath. I mean, they lied. Wade Robson willingly lied under oath. I don't know, like, what the hell he thinks he's doing. I don't know. The Santa Barbara County Police Department's not gonna do it. They wanted Michael to be guilty. They're not gonna do anything to him. Um, I just find it crazy. Like, the other guy didn't have a career, but Wade Robson was still choreographing for some big name people. So the fact that he would just throw his entire career away, he's still young. I don't really know what's going on. Um, I don't know. This is crazy, but it's very bizarre. Um, you have to have balls of steel to accuse someone of having anal sex with you who can't defend themselves, who can't say, like, I didn't do that, or I don't know. It's just very strange. But I mean, one of the main things I just see people like saying really inappropriate things about Michael's kids and like, oh, they need to come forward. Like, what they need to come forward with what? What do they need to come forward? Like Prince Paris and Blanket, what are they going to come forward with? My dad. Of course, they're going to say their dad's innocent. It's their dad. He's innocent. He didn't do anything wrong. But they can't like actively like you know pursue these guys. They can't do that. Um, so I don't know. I feel like sick to my stomach about the whole thing. Um, it's very sad. It's very like, oh, it's just like disheartening to know that these people are still doing this stuff. These people are still saying these things. These people are still, I mean, like, I don't know what they're hoping to achieve from this. Um, I don't know. It's very evil. It's very, very evil. And it makes me very sad because, it's like he can't seem to catch a break with anything that happened. He can't seem to like, I don't know. I don't know if he saw this coming or I do believe that Paris saw this coming though. I really do. Um, she she definitely like fell back like a month ago and no one really knew why. But now I think she knew this was coming. And I can't imagine. I mean, as fans, look how it affects us to see them saying those things about him. I can't imagine like being his child and just this man that like raised you and was like everything to you was your heart, your soul, the most amazing, incredible person. To see people say these things. These kids spent time with Wade. Wade like played with Paris and was there when Michael died. Like even though he didn't die, he was still there. He was a person that was around. He was it's gotta be so sad. It's gotta be so hard. Like, who can you trust? You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck can you it's like, you can't trust anybody, you know? He, like, literally just he couldn't trust anyone. I don't really know what's behind all of this. First it was R. Kelly for a couple of weeks, and we know R. Kelly, we know R. Kelly did. We know R. Kelly is definitely a pedophile. We've seen evidence of it, like, video evidence of him doing it, so I'm not defending him at all. But it's crazy to me that it's like they did this with R. Kelly. It's like Bill Cosby wasn't a big enough story, you know? And the Harvey Weinstein thing, that these were adult women that he was like having sex with. It's like, I don't know. I almost feel, guys, like there's a battle. You know what I mean? Do you guys get that feeling that it's like there's like a battle? There's like some kind of like fighting. There's something. When I was watching them at that Q&A session, I saw if they looked like they were coached in what they were saying. I don't know. We will see. This only just started. It's going to be a very long and hot summer. Um, this is going to be crazy. I actually, do know someone who saw the documentary today. Someone that I know who is a media person. So I really didn't want to say that, but I guess I should. I do know someone that saw it, and he said it's bad. He said it's really bad, and he's like, I don't even know what to think. And I'm telling him like, no, Michael, like, did not. He's like, I don't think that he's guilty. But he's like, but it's just like some sick shit. He said if these guys just came up with this stuff, um, it's crazy. Like I don't understand like what they would even get out of saying these things. Basically, he said they just like they strip their own manhood away. So I don't know if I don't even know if I can even like watch this. Like I mean I want to say that I want to watch it, but I don't. He said like it's bad. He said it's really bad. Um, he said it's really bad. So I don't know. I just it makes me like so sick. Yeah, I believe that's true too. A lot of psychopaths, sociopaths, they make it about themselves, you know? I don't know. People, like, don't believe, like, the Illuminati and, like, industry things that happen, but, like, this definitely does make you take another look at this. Michael has been just, like, targeted, like, his whole life. There's so many things, like, I used to do these videos about Michael being a target, and, like, I stopped doing them because I just felt like the fan base wasn't connecting with them. They just wanted clues, and they wanted, like, videos about clues, and I kept telling people, like, "Guys, this is deeper. This has a deeper meaning. This means I told fans for years, like, "This has a deeper meaning. This is more serious," and it's like people just did not wanna listen to me. They didn't wanna listen to me. It's like they didn't care, you know? Yeah, it's really sad. People don't wanna hear the truth, They don't wanna hear it. That's why that's honestly why I stopped making MJ videos. Like, I never stopped, like, believing in the hoax or stop I never st it's a combination of, like, the disgusting people in the fan base who are just, like, really messed up, and, like, the people who weren't disgusting, but, like, who just don't want to hear they don't wanna hear anything about Michael, that it's really I think a lot of fans kind of make this worse. Because if you go and you read these comment sections on a lot of these posts, you see, like, fans in the comment section saying things like, "Oh, well, Michael was an innocent, sweet virgin, like, he never did anything, he didn't have sex," and it's like, you can't if you when you say shit like this and d like, you can't say that Michael someone just said in a live video that Michael was ashamed of his body, so he didn't sleep with people. Just like you, first of all, you can't speak on Michael's sex life first and foremost because you weren't there. You don't know, first of all. Secondly, when you say shit like he was a virgin, he was asexual, he didn't want, when you say things like that, it makes things like this believable. I think this is like to me like Michael it's okay to like be a private person. It is totally okay to be private. Like there's nothing wrong with being private. But I think Michael took his privacy too far at some point and I think it's when he okay, so over the past like 10 years, I've like met a lot of different people. Like I've met a lot of different fans, a lot of different supporters. I've met a lot of people just curious about what I was doing and I've talked to a lot of different like women and a lot of them are not very honest. A lot of them are, you can tell they're lying. They're making stuff up. But I've actually talked to a couple of women who were very credible and who had evidence that they you know were like they got close to him. And I think that like he was so private that it really made things believable when it came to stuff like this. But fans are making it worse because they're still saying the same things. Like you're doing more harm than good when you go into a comment section and say things like, "This is why I always got so pissed off." And I'm not gonna go on a rant here because I don't want to fuck up my zen. But this is why I get so pissed off when these people adamantly deny that Michael had kids. You guys understand how that shit is so damaging. When you agree that Michael like used someone else's sperm to have children, you are damaging him. When you say things like that, that is damaging. because all you're doing is building a case for people who are saying that he was weird, he didn't want to have sex, he only liked little kids. That shit is a damn. This is why I have said that stuff is damaging. If Michael, I don't care what your opinion is, if Michael with his own mouth said that he had kids, let it be. Let it go. I see people who are fans of Michael's in comment sections arguing, saying those aren't his kids and he didn't have biological kids. That is so, like, why are you saying that stuff? That is giving clout to these people who say that he molested children, because you're saying that he didn't want to, like, sexually, like, why would he not want to have kids? That doesn't make any sense. It's Michael and Lisa. Like, wait. Here's the kicker. These are the same people who hate Lisa Marie Presley. So, like, okay, let's put this all in formation. There are fans who hate Lisa Marie Presley because they say that she didn't give Michael children, right? So they hate her, right? But then these same people turn around and say that Michael adopted his kids. Why the hell would he, like, divorce Lisa because she wouldn't have kids and then turn around and adopt kids? It literally, these are fans that make this shit worse. It's not people that hate Michael Jackson. It's fans. There's no logic to it. Like, you have to be very careful what you say because it's more damaging. There's no fucking logic to someone divorcing someone because they won't have their kids and then turning around and adopting them. What? That literally, like, that makes makes no sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's not logical. Why the hell would he do that? You know what I mean? Like, it's I don't know. I look at him and I'm like, Michael is so beautiful. Like, he truly, like, his natural state, his natural form, um, before he had surgery, even after he had surgery, he's very beautiful. But before he had surgery, he's like, his natural self is beautiful. Why would he not want to procreate? I don't get it. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, but my whole thing is to say that fans make this shit worse. You know, um, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's it's crazy. Like, I don't know. I wish him the very best wherever he is. No, they don't critically think. You will find that a lot of Michael Jackson fans are not very intelligent. They don't think about things. They just kind of let people think for them. I saw comments from people today saying, "Oh, I've been a fan for 25 years, and I always questioned if maybe he was a molester, but now I'm not sure." Like, what? Are you? I don't even understand. I have not seen anything that proves credible when it comes to him being a pedophile. I just, I don't know. I'm very over it. Um, I don't know. Michael, let me tell you something, buddy. If you're listening, you know, now's as good a time as any. You have to. It's your move, dude. Um, they're trying to smoke him out. You know, they're trying to do something, and they're going to continue to do this stuff. My theory has been from day one that Michael was around those kids to get to their mothers. I have always, and this is not something that I know to be a fact, but I always believe that Michael was just trying to get to those boys' mothers. I think Michael is very private. I think he's not really like his brothers in the way they just kind of like wild out and just do whatever. I think Michael was, trying to get to those moms, and I think I think he loved the kids. I think he cared about them. They were awesome, but I think Michael was trying to get to those moms, and I think that shit backfired. And I think it started with June. That's just my opinion. So that's a whole other conversation for a different day. But yeah, I think he was definitely trying to get to those moms. help him out. He loves kids, and because I think about like just certain things, and just an opinion of mine. I think he felt he built that mutual respect and a friendship with the children and with the mother. He could trust them. He could trust that they wouldn't go and like tell the world that he was like, you know, with the mom. I think that was his way of thinking. But I think and I think in a lot of ways it happened. But I think in a lot of ways it backfired too, because there are people he couldn't trust who did messed up stuff. There are people get greedy, and he probably just like got bored with the moms, and but that's just my thought. I could be completely wrong. I just think he got bored with moms. He was like, okay, time for you to go. And they were like, wait, hold on a minute, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just I think a lot of stuff, hindsight is very interesting, how you see things later compared to like what happened. But I just would never in a million years ever believe that Michael hurt a kid. I won't believe. I mean, I know there are child molesters out there. I know that pedophiles and pedophilia definitely exist, especially in Hollywood, but I just don't see it. I'm a very like clear person when it comes to kind of seeing through people, and I just don't see it. I don't. I've tried to like really put like emotion aside and really like feel and connect with him, and I just don't, guys. I don't believe it. I don't believe that he touched kids. I don't. If I thought that Michael did that stuff, I would be completely honest. I wouldn't sugarcoat it, you know. But I don't think he did. I don't believe he did. I don't think someone that is abused like would ever abuse that way, you know. It's like it's so illogical. Michael had access to like here's the thing. Michael had access to like any child in the world. Like any child in the world. Why the hell would he like take some like American kids that could go to the media and like why would he like molest kids that he was grooming to be in the industry? That makes no sense. Like why would he do that? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not logical. Molesters have access to like when they're wealthy, like he could have had access to children anywhere in the world. Why would he do that? It just doesn't make any sense. When he was on tour, he was like always rehearsing and like I don't know. It's like these people are like, and then these mothers who like Wade Robson's mother has adamantly said like my son was never touched. I was always with him. This kid is like said he was 13. Michael taught him how to masturbate. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, who believes stuff like that? Why would anyone believe that? Like, like, I'm sorry, no one taught you how to masturbate when you were 13 years old. You learned that shit when you were like 10 or 11. No one taught you when you were 13. It just does. It's so dumb. Do you know how many people was always around Michael with bodyguards and staff members? When did he have time to do that? He was always with a bunch of people, a bunch of kids. When did he have time to even like to do that? And Michael bought him jewelry to get to marry him or some stupid shit he to propose. Like just oh my god, it's so stupid. Like, oh my god, it's so dumb. These people are so fucking people who believe it are even more dumb. Even more dumb to believe that shit. It's just it's just ridiculous. Why would you still have jewelry of someone that molested you? Why would you still have it when you're like in your 30s? Why? Why would you hold on to that? If someone like raped you, why would you have jewelry that they gave you? Where was it at during the trial? When you were like on trial, where was it then? I know, it's really irritating me. Like it's very stupid, it's just there's no logic to it. But I mainly made this video so that you guys I just kind of see people trying to go there and like, kind of not outwardly attack Michael's kids, but I see people like leaning towards that, like trying to like low key make comments like, why aren't his kids defending him or why are his kids paying for this stuff? They don't have to. They don't need to. Michael's kids need to be just as quiet as they're being right now. They need to be quiet. They need to be quiet. They need to emotionally support their father, be there for him. I have no doubt that that's what's happening with Paris right now. And I think that's what needs to happen. They need to stay out of this because the second that they try to come out and do something, those assholes are going to pounce on those kids and they're going to sue them and they're going to do all kinds of nasty and mean things. Just leave them alone. Michael needs to figure this situation out. You know, he needs to figure out something to do because but I just want to tell you guys this documentary is happening. It's going to happen. Michael is going to be vindicated once and for all. So I've seen it. Like I've seen it. But it's about to get real dirty. And I think people who are trying to start shit, they're not ready. But I want people who are my followers, I want people to be very open. Because the truth is what it is. And sometimes the truth is not always what we want to see or hear. But I think that in order for Michael to be fully vindicated for this once and for all, there are certain truths that need to come out. And I just hope that his fans are receptive and understanding. And, you know, it's there are people shitting their pants. And maybe, Wade Robson is an industry kid. Maybe somebody else molested him. Maybe somebody else raped him. Maybe something else happened. He's an industry kid. These kids are raped, guys. They are molested. They are. I'm saying that Michael Jackson didn't rape or molest Wade Robson or James Safechuck. I'm saying that he did. I'm not saying that they never were by other people. These are industry kids, guys. You need to do your research and really like look into the industry, what happens to these kids, and I think that it's a battle. It's a battle. And mark my words, there are people shaken right now who are very, very scared because Michael didn't do shit to those kids. He didn't do anything to those kids. He has nothing to lose by putting the truth out there. So I know everyone's really upset about what happened. I'm upset about it too, but everyone will have their day. These guys blatantly going on stage and when I looked at my son and imagined Michael molesting him, you're fucked up. You have some serious fucking issues. That is like some brainwash shit. Like to even say that when you know it's a lie. You know it's a lie, Wade. Come on, Wade. You know that you're lying about that. Michael, you know he never did anything to you. You know he didn't do anything to you, man. Come on. Whoever did it to you wasn't him. But I don't know when this is actually going to air on HBO or what's going to happen, but they were definitely lying during that Q&A session. They were shook and they were definitely lying. They were definitely lying. Like that was that whole thing was ridiculous. It's just crazy. So they're not going to get away with anything. This shit is going to this is going to open the floodgates to a lot of stuff, like believe me. It's gonna open the floodgates. It really is going to start some shit. I have had this feeling about this summer. I've been telling you guys for like 2 years. Like I had a feeling. I'm like, yeah, 2019. I've been saying it. Like this year is gonna be like really weird. I just felt it. I feel it. Um, it's 10 years. I just think there's going to be some serious, and I still want to do the Million Moonwalker march. I have I had to kind of sit on the idea because someone's going to be doing something. Um, there'll be an announcement made, so I had to kind of sit on that for a minute. But just I'm around. I'm here. I'm definitely here. I'm just kind of and I'm just silent right now. Um, I'm just waiting to see what happens. But I'm so glad that you guys like support Michael, and I'm so glad that people got focused on the truth and trying to like vindicate Michael and signing the petitions and um I'm glad. I'm glad of that. But you just wait. It is. It's gonna come out. It is going to come out. So thank you guys for listening. Um I don't know. It's like this has been a really crazy year so far. I feel like it just January started and everything just it's like it's crazy like how things are just happening, and it's only been 25 days into the new year, and there's so many things that have happened to me personally, like so much loss and so much gain, and like I'm so glad that my friend you know wasn't here to see this because she'd be heartbroken. She loves Michael, but yeah, you guys are awesome. And thank you for listening to me and talking with me. Your feedback is great. Just keep loving him and keep. I think so too. I think there's definitely something coming MJJ forever. I think there's definitely some stuff coming. There is. You guys know in that Spider-Man movie, the one that Into the Spider-Verse, the lead song was Sunflower by Post Malone. I thought that was really interesting. But there's another Spider-Man movie coming out this summer. Like there's another one. I'm like, oh my god, another one? There's another one coming. Like they're coming fast. There's a lot, man. It's like I am. I'm staying strong. I'm doing really good. I had a really good. I've had an incredible. My event was like amazing, guys. It was so great, and I had the best time, and it just opened so many doors for me. That's kind of why I've been like quiet too. I've just been really focused on that kind of stuff. Um, but I'm here. I'm just very tired. So yes, everybody say your prayers. Pray for Michael. Pray for Mama Catherine. Please pray for Mama Catherine. Um, Pray for the children, of course, and also the family. Just, pray for the family right now. Pray for Michael. I'm going to go and watch some stuff on TV. I'm going to try to enjoy the rest of my birthday. I'm very like zened out right now. I had like this bath with like roses and like um bath salt, roses, and lavender, and I'm so zen the fuck out right now. I'm like I feel so good. I turned 35 today. That's crazy. Like I can't believe I'm 35 years old. That's insane. I can't believe how fast time went. I was 25 when all this started. I was a baby. No candles. I didn't burn any candles. No. I'm gonna burn a candle in a minute because I'm gonna read this book. I'm reading Michelle Obama's book, Becoming. And it's like it's so empowering. It's amazing. So I'm getting a lot of encouragement from it. with my business. Hi, Shell. Thank you. I haven't been around too much, trying to like avoid all the drama and craziness of the crazy people. But it looks like everyone's playing nice right now. That's good. Looks like everyone's behaving in the interest of Michael. So that's good. I'm glad everyone's actually behaving right now. Thank you guys. Thank you, mucho gracias. So I'm gonna go, but I will talk to you guys later. I am not gonna promise anything right now because I'm so bad at uploading videos. Like I'm just so busy, but I'm around and you guys will be hearing from me soon. Just keep your eyes open and just listen and fight the good fight. Defend Michael, but please don't be reckless and say dumb shit like he was a virgin. Don't say stuff like that. It doesn't help the cause, you know. Don't like come for his kids and say super reckless things about his kids. You know, just support him. Be there for him. He needs it more than ever. He needs a big hug from everybody. Um, he needs a big hug from you guys. Poor baby. It's hard for him right now, sure. So I'm gonna go. I love you guys abundantly. Have an amazing, incredible weekend and be blessed and meditate and pray and be beautiful like you are. And I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.